Hello, and this is the CCN News Report. Recently, in our very own China, there has been reports on the effects of the one-child policy, so I traveled to China in order to check it out. The one-child policy is a policy that states that you're only allowed to have one child for every two parents. The government has been promoting the use of birth control since 1949. The main purpose of this policy is to decline China's increasingly population and birth rates because there is a high level of overpopulation. A citizen on the street told me that the policy was enacted in 1979 and was not publicly enforced until September 25th, 1980. Many citizens found this to be appalling and were upset by the news. I asked some mothers how they felt.
The government should not be able to tell us how we should live our lives and how many children we are allowed to have.
And others took a different approach on the matter.
I don't think this bad thing. Having more than one child too expensive. In the housing, education, and other costs. Spend our money. Too expensive.
Though the moms were not the only people who made an enemy of the policy, but the law had stirred a worldwide controversy, both of the violation of civil rights, including forced abortion, and the unbalanced sex ratio of male to women. There has also been a decline in China's workforce and education due to the lack of educated and strong enough people to work. This policy does affect the world. It does. Believe it or not, due to China's mass production and development. Without people to man the factories, the U.S. will not be able to get the goods that we depend on in our everyday lives. Though there are negatives, the policy continues to be a great accomplishment. For the policy was when China's total fertility rate was decreased from a 2.75 down to a 1.5. Some authorities claim that the policy has been prevented more than 400 million births between 1979 to 2011. As well as schools dropped being as heavily populated in 2008 with a reduction of 1/3 of its kids due to the one-child policy. We had also talked with a proud supporter of the policy, Thomas Mathis, who birthed the idea of overpopulation.
I believe that helped out the people of this country. The population was getting too high, and I had to do something about it before it was too late. I think that this will help our country get to where it needs to be. People don't know unless you tell them, and that's exactly what I did.
The government continues to insist that it must control reproduction, because if the nation's resources, especially food and water, cannot sustain the continuous increase in population. And currently, in modern China, 40% of Chinese households have only one child. Since the one-child policy has been in action, it's been working. There has been a population decrease and will continue to be in law in action. In 2008, China's National Population and Family Planning Commission said that the policy will be in action for at least another day. From China, this is Grant Gaiman from CCN, signing out.